Decision 2024, Maricopa County voters have only elected 2 sheriffs in the past 30 years, and we'll get a chance to elect a third coming up in November. So 12 News want to take a closer look at the 2 men who are running for office. Yesterday at this time, we had Republican candidate for Sheriff Jerry Sheridan in the studio. Today, we're bringing in his opponent, Democrat Tyler Kamp, former Phoenix PD lieutenant. Good to see you. Thank you for being in. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Jerry yesterday. Why do you want this job, and why do you think voters should put you in it?
Yeah, so I've always been a person who wants to serve a purpose greater than myself. So when I considered running for sheriff, I asked myself 2 questions. One is there a need? And 2, can I make a difference? So I think the need is obvious. We have seen what's happened in the past during the Jerry and Joe show, discrimination of people of color, violating people's rights, which has cost the county close to $300 million, and it continues to grow. So I think we know there's a need for a good quality sheriff. But can I make a difference? I worked for the Phoenix Police Department for over 2 decades. Over half that time I spent investigating organized crime, criminal street gangs, homicide, cold case homicides. I have 10 years of leadership, public safety leadership experience.
Let me stop you right there if I
Sure.
can. So as a lieutenant, of course, you are leading a decent number of people. But now we're talking about you taking over the sheriff's office that has 3,400 employees. You're managing jails. Do you have the experience to pull that off?
Yes, absolutely. And if you remember, Sheriff Pinzone was a sergeant with the Phoenix Police Department. And I think we could all agree he's done a pretty good job. And so I retired as a lieutenant or a shift commander. When I was working at the precinct, I controlled all the operations for that precinct when I was at work. But even let's go beyond that. So I retired in 2021, and I worked overseas for the largest anti-slavery organization in the world fighting human trafficking. I was director of investigations. And then when I returned home this past year, I was director of executive protection for a couple local nonprofits here in Arizona.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of big issues that you have. Let's talk about that monitor, because right now, currently, the sheriff's office has 150 people working on basically investigating itself, and only 140 people working on investigating general crimes. What are you going to do to try to help with these federal issues they're dealing with, the oversight?
Yeah, so that federal lawsuit that created the court orders, it was the best and worst thing that could happen to this county. The best thing because it exposed some of the abuses of power and unconstitutional practices that were being done at the sheriff's office under Sheriff Joe and Jerry Sheridan during their tenure. The worst because it has suffocated morale, it has drained resources that could be utilized elsewhere, so it's hurt recruiting and it's hurt retention. Yeah,
and the jails, big part of what you're going to be doing if you get this job, they are woefully understaffed. How are you going to fix that?
Yeah, staffing is a big one. We have to fully comply with that court order and graduate from it. That will free up some resources. But when I talk to folks, when I talk to the rank and file, there's 3 things that are important to them. It's pay, it's benefits, and it's the nature of the work. And so I have a plan for pay. I'm going to work with the board of supervisors to create a pay scale system that's merit-based, that's similar to other law enforcement agencies in the Valley. I'm going to create a walk-in wellness clinic that will meet not just their physical needs, but their mental needs. It's very important that we are sensitive to the mental aspects of the job. It's hard, it's difficult, and we also want to offer that to their families. Employees need to be happy at home. If you're happy at home, you're more likely to provide better customer service while you're at work.
All right, we've only got a few seconds here, but the nature of law enforcement, it seems like it's changed a lot in the last 5 or 6 years. How do you see the future of this department? Give me like in a couple of sentences. How would you change the future of the department?
I think we have to ensure justice for all. We have to keep politics out of public safety. When I talk to people across the county, they don't want politics involved because it can corrupt public safety. And we have to make sure that everybody knows we have justice for all equally, no matter who you are or where you come from.
Tyler Kamp, Democratic candidate for sheriff. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.